We are live. SamCart Tuesday. And Slack comes up right away. Slack coming up right away. Hold on, guys. Let me mute my Slack notifications.
All right, here we go.
And now we're live. Here we go. Guys, welcome to SamCart Takeover. It's our Tuesday series where we take a big name creator or maybe like a medium creator. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like worldwide known, but big time. You know, like people who've got big followers, and we take over their business. We recommend changes and expose, you know, places they could be losing money, places they could be leaving money on the table. And that's exactly what we did last week with Ali Abdal, where Ali was selling on Skillshare. We talked about a glaring hole in his business where a lot of money was going out the side door that could be coming back to him in a major way. We did Casey Neistat. And this week, we're doing something very close and near and dear to my heart, very specifically. And that, my friends, is Kenji Lopez-Alt. If anybody doesn't, by the way,
this is your boy.
World's best name. I got to be honest. That is absolutely the world's best name. I've actually, I don't know, like maybe his first name is John. Like, I don't know. Like, Kenji, if you're watching, he kind of goes by Kenji.
It's like the Samuel L. Jackson.
Could be.
You know, it's like, what's the L stand for?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We're going to have to find out. But anyway, anybody who doesn't know who that is, if you know who Kenji Lopez-Alt is, give him a shout in the chat. Because anybody else out there who likes cooking, who does stuff at home with, you know, whatever, if you watch chef stuff on YouTube, then you're with me. You are a subscriber. You are a lover of Kenji Lopez-Alt.
And like his unique angle is not just a regular cooking YouTube show. He does everything on a GoPro. So he's in his home kitchen, or you explain it to me. Like he just straps a GoPro to his forehead.
Now that wasn't always his thing. That was kind of a COVID thing. You know what I mean? He was like GoPro on the head. He just starts cooking. You know what I mean? But anyway, I am the owner of Kenji's book. It's called The Food Lab. He's got another book coming out that he's currently on pre-sale. And that, my friends, is what we at SamCart are going to take over today. We have some pretty glaring, some glaring holes in this very popular author, very popular YouTuber, very popular creator is launching a book. And I think there are some big holes that we can fill that could mean a lot more revenue in the books for Kenji. So without further ado.
I mean, we're looking at the chat here. We've got about 50, 60 people here in the chat. So like, where are you guys from? And also throughout this, if you guys have questions about our strategy, or maybe you would do something a little bit differently, drop it in the chat. We'll post it up here. Or if you have any SamCart questions too, fire away.
Yeah, we know what's going on.
We hello from Brazil. We got Toronto. We have a SamCart family member here, Mastermind Motivation.
What's up, guys?
What is going on? Well, yeah, let's dive into it.
Good to see everybody. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bring this on up. Let me. I can make this a little wider, eh?
Yeah, you can go to the full screen.
How about that? A little full screen action? Let's do a little full screen action. Now we're talking. A little full screen action. All right. So the GoPro YouTuber chef. That is not an official moniker, but if you don't really know who we're talking about, I bet if you plug that on YouTube, I bet you're going to find Kenji. I bet that's exactly what you're going to find.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably going to find exactly that. But anyway, Kenji Lopez-Alt. I refer to him as Kenji. Again, he is the author of a book called The Food Lab. It is an awesome book. I highly recommend it for anybody who's just an at-home chef. Basically takes like a really unique kind of, you know, scientific approach to cooking food, and kind of, you know, he's got this famous picture that maybe we'll show here in a little bit, right? Where he's got like, you know, 18 different hard-boiled eggs and at 15-second increments and what they look like. And he's documenting it. It's this whole kind of scientific approach to food. So it's awesome. Anyway, Kenji has a big YouTube following. He's got a website called SeriousEats.com that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen recipes from, or, you know, they themselves have a big YouTube channel as well. He's a New York Times bestselling author. The Food Lab was a New York Times bestseller, big time there, and a New York Times food columnist. So he's a multiple-time restaurant entrepreneur. But yeah, as a creator, you know, Kenji is an author. He has made and sold, you know, he's got the Food Lab. He's got a children's book. He has done like some very slight kind of other, you know, digital content stuff. But as a creator, he's doing a great job. I mean, just in general, he's got a big audience. He's got this kind of stuff. However, we have some specific bones to pick with the way his business is set up. So with that, let's just start with, how does his business work? Okay. His business is really, really simple. Kenji throws a GoPro on his face, you know what I mean? And makes some stuff in his house. I believe he's currently residing out in LA. I think that's where he is. It seems like he kind of bounces around a little bit, right? Here's just where we run into problem number one in his business. Problem number one is Amazon.
Yes.
And it might sound a little funny because not a lot of people think about Amazon as a problem. Amazon is a very nice thing for consumers everywhere.
That's an option. Yeah, you think like I got a physical good, I have a book, I have an ebook, I have an Audible I want to sell.
Yeah.
Amazon might be the go-to.
Why not?
Or the first thing in your mind.
Go where the people are. You know what I mean? Go where the people are. That's what Amazon is there for. However, we're going to talk to you guys about how Amazon is a problem, and specifically here, how it is costing Kenji a whole lot of sales in what he's currently doing. Okay, so moving forward, right? This is an actual screenshot.
You have some context there for those 3 books he has. So like that's his lineup right there. Those are the 3 current
products. I missed a slide there. Okay, yeah. So here we go. The book in the middle called The Wok, Recipes and Techniques. This is Kenji's newest book. He is currently pre-selling this book. The Food Lab over there on the left, that's an older book. That's awesome. It's on my shelf at home. I highly recommend it. And then Every Night is Pizza Night was literally a children's book. It is delightful. We also have that at home as well. It is super, super awesome for anybody who wants their kid to be into food and things like that. Very cute. So those 2 books are existing, okay? And the one in the middle is the pre-sale. And so how is Kenji selling this book? Well, right now he is going from YouTube, right? And linking below either to his site, which then links to Amazon, or linking directly to the Amazon listing here that I'm showing you right now.
All right. I don't see a problem with this guy. Like Amazon, this is what everybody does. Like
listen,
everybody
Amazon's nice.
Everybody has an Amazon.
There's
page.
Lots of people there. All right. And before we go any deeper into this, I just want to say that if you are someone who is currently selling on Amazon, I recommend that you continue selling on Amazon. I'm not saying that any creator should be pulling their products, pulling their books, pulling their physical goods, whatever, from Amazon. But I am going to make the argument that you should not be promoting that as sort of your main sales channel, okay? Amazon is a channel, right? Having something listed for sale through your own website is a channel, right? Having people pick up the phone and call you and buy stuff is a channel, okay? Amazon should be treated as one channel, because here is the big problem. The moment you scroll down on this page, you are hit with this.
Yeah.
Amazon, okay? Amazon's goal, keep this in mind. Amazon's goal is not to grow your business. Okay, Amazon's goal is to grow their business. Okay, Amazon doesn't care if they buy your book and then they buy 3 other people's books that are literally your competition. Okay,
that's what they're designed for. They
want
just buy everything.
Exactly. They want every customer to go there, buy one thing, and then buy 3 more, and they don't care where those come from because it's all Amazon's revenue. Okay, so you have sponsored products, and sponsored product is literally like Amazon saying, hey, everybody, you like Kenji? Well, how about his competition? You know, would you like to also buy some of their books, right? And if you think that's not that awesome, because it's really not that awesome, it actually gets worse, okay? I actually went and I pre-sold, I literally purchased at Amazon or Kenji's new Wok book.
Yeah, we did it today. Yeah.
Literally did it today. I did it this morning to go buy it. And guess what happens? Then again, right underneath is a whole new set of sponsored ads, okay? Not one of the items that you see underneath for sale is related to Kenji. Kenji's got some other stuff. He's got a couple books. He's got some stuff available on Amazon, right? But we're talking about competition. We're talking about Amazon is helping your customers spend money with other companies that you don't care about. They're piggybacking off of your product's success and you selling something, okay, to make other people money and to make themselves money, okay? It's a pretty big problem. And then what's funny is it gets even worse than this screenshot here, okay? As you keep scrolling down, this page is actually super long, okay? The confirmation page that shows you, hey, you just bought this is crazy long, and it is full of dozens and dozens of sponsored posts, which only one of those images you see there is actually Kenji's stuff, okay? So they're not promoting your stuff. They're promoting other people's stuff to your customers. It's crazy town, okay? It's absolutely crazy town. So we'll get into that again about, where is Amazon? What is it right for? Because again, I'm not saying that everyone should just cut Amazon out of their business if you have stuff listed there. What I am saying is that selling on Amazon has some major, major shortcomings. Jordan, break it down.
The biggest one that we just saw is that it promotes other people's competition. Like when you're on Amazon, yes, you might have your own Amazon store, you might have your own Amazon profile or page, but if it's just generic, regular consumer Amazon, I'm on there, I'm looking at books, I'm looking at authors, and it's recommending me other authors, which
it's literally going to recommend your competition. It is designed to recommend stuff related to what you're buying, i.e. your competition. It's going to say, hey, check out the competition.
Yeah, and you might get lucky and say like, okay, it's going to recommend other books that you have written yourself, but there are a lot of the amount of money that's spent on Amazon sponsored posts like that will just, people want to get in front of those
Absolutely.
Those products.
People are paying to be there, and Amazon's going to let them pay to be there in a major, major way.
Yeah.
But bullet point number 2, the major shortcoming there is, again, right, customers have more money to spend. All right. The falsehood is that a lot of people think, and we'll kind of get to this in a second, but everybody, creators, like, startup creators kind of think like, man, it's all one and done. I've got a product for sale. You're going to buy this and that's it. When the truth is, right, the vast majority of people who buy from you have more money to spend and will go spend it somewhere, okay? Why not let them spend it with you? Amazon is going to let them spend it all day, every day on your competition, okay? So there's a finite sort of resource there, and you are kind of taking your slice of the pie and then letting Amazon decide what to do with the rest of that pie, all right? And that pie is going to your competition. People are going to be spending more money in that spot. All right.
Yep. And then the third point, we talked about this last week, where you don't have access to your customer data. And not to say like you're going to hack into your customers, but like to know their name, to know their email, to have access to communicate with them. Amazon doesn't give you that because it's, third-party privacy, account privacy. So they're not going to hand that email over to some third-party seller, AKA you. So it's frustrating because you see the sales coming in and you see some revenue coming in, and that's great, and you're pushing product, but what do you do next? Once there's nowhere to
go.
It's like,
there's nowhere to go back.
It's a black box. I mean? It's a wall. It's a blank face.
I like that a lot. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know who my customers are. I just know I'm selling on Amazon. That's it.
If Kenji really hits this out of the park and goes and pre-sells 1,000, I don't know, maybe that would sound really bad to Kenji, actually. I don't know, maybe 1,000 doesn't sound like that bad.
He pre-sells 100,000 books.
Let's
congratulations.
pre-sell 100,000 books, okay? He gets exactly 0 of those customers, okay? Now, you might get some who come back and write into your team, or, I don't know. You might get a handful of those.
They follow you on Instagram.
But Amazon, Amazon is not going to give you that customer list and say, here you go, right? Let them know about your next book in 6 months, right? Let them know about, you're going to go make you're doing live events or something, right? Kenji kind of can travel and do some of that stuff and talk.
Yeah. Again, it's just your product is just a product on the shelf. Like, think of Amazon as just a digital Walmart. Like, you don't know who made that product that you're picking up at Walmart. You just grab it and you don't. That's it. And then
that's it.
That the person that made that product doesn't have access to your data, doesn't have access to contact you.
Bingo.
All they see is like, oh, we made some sales at Walmart.
And that's a bad problem. We'll talk about a little bit more of that in just a second. The last bullet point is that you can't sell more stuff. Amazon gets to sell more stuff, which seems a little unfair because it's pretty damn unfair, okay? But Amazon gets to sell more stuff, but you don't get to sell more of your stuff to those customers, okay? So by comparison, again, listen, this is what we do, okay? So at SamCart, you own your space to promote. When you're really selling through your own channel, okay, that's what SamCart is, right? Like, instead of Kenji, basically, I'll give you a quick preview, right? What we are going to recommend, Kenji, if we're taking over your business, right, doing SamCart Takeover, is we're going to say, listen, on those YouTube videos, don't send people directly to Amazon. If people find you on Amazon, awesome. Let them buy. That's great. List it there, no problem, okay? But when you're deciding where your YouTube video watchers should go, right? Or where people who visit your site should go to pre-sell this thing, you should own that channel. It should be something like SamCart that you control, right? Where it's your space is your own to promote. No one's going to put competition in front of your people. No one's going to introduce them for somewhere else to go spend their money, right? Number 2 is related, of course, but you're going to keep all of that customer attention. If you want to showcase other things that you have for sale, that's what you get to do, okay? It's not, no one's going to get distracted and go click away to someone else's site or go check out the competition. Number 3 is you get to keep all of that customer info, right? If you pre-sold 100,000 books, if you do this something like that on SamCart, you have an email list, right, of 100,000 people. You can go collect 100,000 phone numbers, right? And you own the rights to then reach out to them, right? Of course, within marketing laws and things like that, right? We're not saying you should just go buy those lists and stuff like that.
Follow the guidelines.
Of course, but that's what we're saying. That's what we're assuming from all of our creators. 100% do not see a lot of problems with that. But you own that information, right? So then 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, anytime you have something else coming out that you want to let everyone know, you've got on-demand traffic. You have built an audience, right? Every single one of those customers becomes your best email opener, your best text message subscriber, your best whatever, right? Because you own that information. And then 4th bullet point is really why we're here. That's really why we're here. We're here to help you guys sell more of your stuff.
I was gonna say no Bezos, but
Oh, no Bezos is a big one. Yeah, and you're not making Bezos rich either. That's true. You know what I mean? You're not sending another billionaire to space. Even though I got to be honest, like if I was a billionaire, going to space is that's where it's at. Honestly, I'd be thinking about going to space. Like a lot of people can have nice houses and nice cars, you know what I mean? But like if you're a billionaire and you don't want anybody else encroaching on your space, you're like, well, I'm gonna go to space. Do that, neighbor.
The final frontier.
The final frontier. Anyway, so but
designed to sell more stuff.
Designed to sell more stuff would be the big one. Now we'll go with that, right? It is designed to help you sell not just product A to somebody, but products B, C, and D, right? Other stuff that you guys have for sale, and we have some awesome recommendations for Kenji to do exactly that. So Amazon is problem number one. Problem number two is that idea what I talked about before, is that so many creators treat their business like it's one and done. Okay, I'm going to sell you one thing and we're out.
Yeah, like Kenji's following a very old school traditional book sales route. Like you go to your publisher promotes you a little bit, and then they send your book out to the typical channels, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, and that's kind of it. Like once you're done selling that book, the power the power kind of goes back to the author, where they just have to sit there and write their next book over the next 2 years. But during that 2-year period where you're writing your next book, what do you do for your customers? How can your customers give you more? Or if they already bought the book, how can you keep engaging with them besides just your YouTube channel?
Exactly. As a tip from one creator to another, all of you guys, do not treat your business like one and done. All right. No business is one and done. No business should be one and done. Okay. So let's talk about this for a second. How do authors make more money? How do I not just sell a book and have that be the end of the transaction, right? How do I multiply my business, multiply my revenue, literally multiply your revenue, okay? It's by doing things like bundles and add-ons, all right? So let's talk about some of these ideas, and then we'll showcase, we're actually gonna build something on SamCart and show exactly how we would do this for Kenji with this edition.
Let's reveal this before and after. Let's pull this turkey out of the oven. See what we got.
Numero uno. Let's talk about the first thing we would sell in addition to the book. What would you let someone else buy?
Okay, so this would be like the traditional. On the left here is what we normally think, like just sell the book. He's just selling pre-order the walk. But what we suggest we do, the first step, is make it into a book bundle. If you're selling your first book, or you're selling, this is now his third book, I'm sorry.
That's true.
If he's selling his third book, then how do I get my new customers to go back and buy my first book and my second book? And if you did it through Amazon, good luck. Like, I don't know how you navigate.
Literally zero answer. There's no answer.
There's no way to navigate that maze. I mean, maybe it's like, again, you don't have that email, so you couldn't send up a follow-up email, say, hey, by the way, I also have these other books. So we say to do a book bundle, do an order bump where you combine everything. So you say, hey, you can pre-order my book for $49, or you can get all 3 books, and all 3 books together would be something like $200.
Yeah, bundle it up, give them a nice discount.
Bundle and save.
Yep, absolutely love that. Yeah. The next thing we would offer, right? Because we're not just going to stop there, is maybe we would toss up, Kenji has this awesome playlist on his YouTube channel. It's all about knife skills, right? Yeah. So it's like how to not chop off your fingers. You know what I mean? It's like no one likes prepping vegetables at the beginning of a meal. That's like prepping onions and cutting all that stuff. It's like everyone's least favorite part of cooking, right? And he makes it really, really easy. Here's how a professional does it, yada, yada, right? My recommendation would be sit down with a camera, okay, Kenji? Go make a 1 hour, a 90-minute, whatever, something all about like a deep dive into knife skills and sell it, right? Make it $50, make it $100 and be like, look, this is my, kind of like masterclass or something like that, right? This is my little mini online course about knife skills, and let people say, listen, you're going to have a wok. You're going to be doing a lot of cutting. You know what I mean? Yep. If you're going to be in here making awesome wok recipes and things like that, right?
And this is what we talked about.
Why not add this to your order?
This is what we talked about, kind of using your talents that you already have. Like he already has a YouTube workflow. He's already making these videos. Yeah. How easy would it be for him to just make this on a simple Tuesday, and then by Wednesday he's got this course ready to go?
Heck yeah, absolutely. Which, by the way, what else would you guys offer? I'd love to know. What would you guys, what solutions would you guys offer in addition to someone buying this book as a pre-sale that you might add in as an order bump or a one-click upsell or maybe a course cross-sell? SamCart's got a lot of ways to make that kind of stuff happen, right? We've got one more here. This was Jordan's baby. You birthed this one into the world. I really like this idea, right? What is Recipe Club?
So the Recipe Club, this is another idea. Like, how do you keep the momentum going? How do you keep customer engagement going beyond just, hey, I bought your book and I can't wait for the next one in 2 to 5 years? Like, this is how you, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, monthly basis, bring new people in. Hey, I love the YouTube channel and I want to learn more. I want to get to know Kenji. I want to talk with Kenji. I want to meet other Kenji fans in this chat, in this community. So we started Recipe Club. Recipe Club.
There you go.
And the
finally got there.
Recipe Club would be things like it's a go to my is that the next slide? Oh, never mind. But the Recipe Club in general could just be every single month he drops a new recipe. He drops a new video that's just exclusive to his private community. Like,
maybe he does it on a private live stream. You know what I mean? Maybe we're doing it on some, private Facebook group and we're streaming in there, or it's unlisted on YouTube, and it's only for this crowd.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's gated access. So like whether it could be $5 a month, $10 a month, but this is how this could end.
It's like Patreon. You know what I mean? Patreon is getting really, really popular, right? How many of you guys have seen, or you've seen somebody you like, some creator you like, actually promoting their Patreon? Hey, come support me over here, right? Give me a yes in the chat if that's you guys. Because it's the same kind of idea, and you can manage and run that exact same thing right on SamCart while people are also buying all kinds of other stuff. You know what I mean? It's a really, really awesome thing, and I think I would consider, honestly, as a big fan. We cook a lot at home. I really enjoy Kenji a lot. I would strongly consider paying him what I pay, Netflix or
it becomes like
Disney or something.
And for a
streaming
creator
services.
like Kenji, it becomes the lifeblood that he can keep going. He's not worried about trying to lock down that next book deal, or oh, he didn't have a good month on YouTube. This is another income stream where he can just keep the fuel going, where he doesn't have to worry about anything else except making awesome recipes.
Absolutely. Imagine, your best people are going to be in that recipe club. And when you combine all these ideas together, right? You combine the ideas of letting people buy more stuff as they're buying, your revenue explodes, right? When you combine the ideas of getting all of your best people into this little private membership thing, all of a sudden you have like this ultimate proving ground for what would you guys like to see me create next, right? Or, hey, I have this new thing that's coming out, and that crowd is just going to eat it alive. They're just going to eat it, or they're just going to buy anything and everything you put in front of them, right? And you're building recurring income. It's just so much to like here, when you stop shelling out all of this kind of like juice back over to Amazon and, other places that aren't your business.
Mastermind Motivation suggests that we do a set of kitchen tools.
Ooh, nice. He should totally do white label some kitchen tools, right? Or go get some creative partner with some producer. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Invent something. I think Pat Flynn did the same thing with like the Switch pod. Like make your own product and then add it on.
Yep. Friend of the podcast, right? Pat Flynn.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Pat Flynn. Anyway, so let's break this down, right? We talked about how Kenji's promoting his stuff now, right? YouTube videos, link in the description goes to Amazon, right? Or from his website, link goes right to Amazon. We would recommend flipping this around a little bit, right? We would recommend creating a page that sells Recipe Club or sells the book sale or something like that. Create that on SamCart, and you should be sending directly there. It's your own channel. You own it. You can sell more stuff. You get the customer's information. You can make more money from every sale, right? It just becomes this awesome engine that instead of sending everybody over to Amazon where you're building their business, right? Send it over something you own. Make a simple sales page, and we're going to do that in just a second, right? And start seeing the benefits that come when you're building your own thing.
Scott, let's pause real quick. Let's do a little quick call to action. We've got 77 people watching.
What's up, people?
So if this is the first time you're watching this, or if you get value from this, let me go full screen on this. If you're watching this and you get value from this, subscribe here on YouTube, SamCart app, or if you're on the Facebook group, join the Facebook group as well. Thank you for watching. Let's keep it going. But subscribe, hit the button down there. This is the first time you like this kind of stuff. Also in the comments and in the chat, suggest who we should do next.
Yeah. What other creators should we do this for, guys? We've been doing some really, really fun ones. Got a lot of really awesome suggestions. But what creators would you like to see us do a SamCart Takeover for as we go live every Tuesday doing this exact kind of thing?
Awesome. All right. Back to the reveal.
Yeah. So let's talk about this one more time, and then we're going to dive into SamCart, and we're going to start building some stuff. All right. We're actually going to dive in. I want to show you guys how we would do this for Kenji. Okay. But this is the biggest benefit I think that Kenji would get out of stop promoting Amazon, stop selling there, and start where you control it on YouTube, on your website. You control where people are going, right? Start building your own channel that you can sell, right? Is you would start getting massive community power, okay? You would have so many customers on email, customers inside of that recipe per month club. You could be getting text messages. You could be pointing people to a private Discord or a private Slack group or something like that, right?
Yep.
And building that kind of stuff for you.
And he could even do a community crowdsourced cookbook inside that community. And he doesn't even have to worry about stressing about writing his next cookbook. It's like, dude, everyone says this is the top 10, top 100 recipes. My community voted on them. And now let's put them into a book.
Absolutely. Yeah. When it comes time for book number 3, whenever that, or book number 4, I guess, right? Recipe book number 4 or number 3, right? He can go to that group and say, listen, guys, like, what do you want to see? You know what I mean? Instantaneous feedback. There's no guesswork. There's no pitches. You know what I mean? It's like he could be ready to start selling and he knows exactly what would come next because that crowd, this group of his own customers, whether they're sort of in that monthly membership of Recipe Club or not, right, is so powerful.
We've got Scott, first time here. Good on you. It's great. Super helpful.
Awesome. What's up, Scott? Thanks for coming, man.
And then Paul asked,
Paul asked a good one.
Should he also download all of his YouTube videos and save them elsewhere? I think he could.
It's a good question.
I mean, there's always the DJ business model where you're curating stuff. So maybe he curates everything to a playlist, or he takes his most popular YouTube video and expands on it, makes it into an entire course.
Big time. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. So, there are people like anybody here familiar with the Hardcore History podcast? You're familiar with that? Dan Carlin?
Yeah, Dan Carlin.
Yeah, Dan Carlin. Anyway, super popular podcast, right? But he's a creator. I mean, what is Dan doing? He is a creator, right? He's creating these audio podcasts that are so awesome. And what he does is his podcast feed on like iTunes or, wherever you're able to get podcasts. It's not iTunes anymore. iTunes is dead.
Spotify.
Apple Podcasts, right? I guess, Spotify. Anyway, but he leaves like his last 10 or 15 open. And then as he produces new ones, another one drops off, and those are only available on his website. So you go back and buy his anthology, you know what I mean? So maybe something could apply like that to YouTube, right? He's created so much awesome stuff that, maybe you start to retire some of that stuff from public life, okay, and start saying, listen, you can only buy this stuff back there.
And thinking about from a marketing perspective on his YouTube videos, at the end of every YouTube video, he just says, hey, y'all, it's Kenji. If you like this video, we got a great community over here. It's $5 a month. Go here, go download. Super simple. Just copy paste that to every single YouTube video that you make. And it's at the very end of the video. So people, if they don't like it, whatever, they skip.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter.
Cool.
So but the end result here, right? Full of awesome stuff, right? He's got his recipe, which would just keep growing, more content that he's already creating, right? It'd be so easy to keep creating a little bit more for those folks.
We got Melda here. This is her first time and she's enjoying it.
Awesome. Melda, thanks for coming, right?
We had Martha Parleas ask about, I'm interested in knowing how to use SamCart for my photography biz.
Excellent.
Maybe we pin that for last.
Maybe we'll pin that for last. Let's go. Okay. Maybe we'll pin that for last. So the members area could be full of other stuff that Kenji's going creating, right? You go create that knife skills thing. Maybe you create a whole little course about Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I mean? You make one about about sauces.
The Thanksgiving course.
Exactly.
Sell it in October. Really
exactly.
Good. Yeah,
Yep. I've now bought 2 of Kenji's books, right? I'm living proof. I would happily be spending more money.
You're a super fan for sure.
Exactly. I would be joining that recipe club. Like, you know what I mean? I would happily be spending more with Kenji if I was given the option to make that happen. Right.
All right. Let's do it. Let's jump over to SamCart. Let's watch the build. Let's see what this actual site looks like.
Bring me up.
You want to drop it in the chat? And
yeah. Okay. So I think I actually did send it to you before.
They dropped in our little private chat here.
In our little private chat. All right. Hold on. Wait for it, folks. Wait for it.
Get some. Because we want you guys to follow along too. Like you can watch this
private chat. Awesome. We are about to go build a page, okay? And I'm going to actually, let me bring it up here. I'll show you guys real quick. Right. We are going to build this page from scratch, okay? We've done a little bit of the pre-work here just to kind of showcase a little bit of what SamCart can do on top of, some of the cool stuff. But what I'm basically going to do is let's build a pre-sale page for Kenji's book, okay? Really, really, really quickly here. And so I've gone ahead and I've borrowed some images. I borrowed some stuff from his Amazon listing, right? I borrowed some stuff from around his site, which is, again, you guys should go check it out, KenjiLopezAlt.com. He's got another one for SeriousEats.com is a website.
He's got a very clean website, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's awesome. I really like Kenji's stuff. Is really, really good. So Kenji, if you're watching, kudos, my man. Very much appreciate your stuff. Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive into SamCart and show how this is done. I've gone ahead and just created the product already, but you could go ahead, go to products. You could click this orange button and choose your price, choose whether it's a subscription, choose whether it's one time, stuff like that.
Oh, somebody added make a romantic dinner for 2 as a course.
Ooh,
that's a good course.
Wow. Date night stuff. Dude, I would, once again, I would pay for that. You know what I mean? Like that's a me thing. Like maybe doesn't everybody feels that way, the same thing, but dude, I would totally pay for that.
Oh yeah. All right. Someone also, if he downloads YouTube videos all on his platform, we can watch it without ads. Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, nice. I like that too. The ad-free version of Kenji's stuff. I like that too. That's a good one. Yep. Okay. People pay for that one.
Awesome.
So here we are inside of SamCart, and I'm going to go ahead and just click over to the Checkout Design tab. I'm editing one product here, right? And so we've got a whole bunch of templates up here that are kind of blank slates. And then if you scroll down, okay, you're going to see here are a whole bunch of our, what we call our pre-made, pre-written templates. All right. So there's a couple of these that are really specifically built for authors, right? Now you can edit it to be whatever you want, but let me just preview this one really quick. This one's called Publisher. Okay. You can see how, this page is, it is ready to go. Okay. It is here ready to go with you just replacing the details and replacing the bullet points with your own images and, whatever you want to do. But these are the kind of things that are waiting for you inside of SamCart. Okay. Or pages like this that just need 10 minutes worth of work. Okay. And they're going to be ready to sell with your own stuff. I'm going to go ahead and choose this template right here. It's called Author. Okay. It is a pre-designed template. I'm going to go ahead and save changes. And I'm pretty sure when I click design, it's now going to be live for me. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I didn't have anything else in here. And here we go. Let's just start editing.
So this is the first time you're here. This is our SamCart drag and drop editor. So you just drag and drop whatever you need. Replace. So like with this pre-made template, you could be lazy or be optimized, as we say, and just replace the titles, replace the images, and you're ready to start selling your product. And we could do it right now.
Let's do it. Yeah, we're going to do it live right now. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get rid of this image, and I'm just going to choose one for my computer. I've got a couple of ones that, where is it? Downloads? Where would it be? Desktop. Here we go. Okay, cool. So I got a couple of images from Kenji's, from his site, stuff like that, right? And, we could, edit a few more.
We're hot and fast on this one.
Yeah. So, and then, what does it say? It's just the walk.
The walk.
The walk. And then we'll say, replace some of this text over here. Recipes
and technique. I think it was like, I think his tagline was like, this the best pan in your kitchen, or
using the best pan in your kitchen,
the best tool in your kitchen.
Right. Obviously, I could go ahead and you don't want to say how to be a wok. Let's say Kenji Lopez-Alt brings you the wok, right? And so then let's go ahead. Let's change this button. I'm going to change the button and say, instead of claim your book, let's say, pre-order today.
Yep, pre-order today. And with something like this, you could take sales, you could process credit card payments, and then just have everyone's name on an email list of like, these are all paying customers.
Big time.
And then once the book is ready, you could fulfill those orders and ship them out.
Absolutely. Yep, for sure. Yeah, you can take these orders. You can even, you can export a CSV and upload them to Amazon. A lot of people do that too.
Yeah, you can do.
Let's change this background image. This is one of my favorite things to show off. A road doesn't really do what we want here, right? So let's go ahead. Let's search for a wok.
Give me wok, give me kitchen, give me fire.
Ooh, nice. I like these ones. What do you think about this one?
All right, perfect. Okay.
I think that one's really nice. Okay, cool. So we'll click use image. It's going to be a wok.
Are we going to do parallax?
What happened? I might be like the image might have just, there we go. I just needed a second. I needed to click
We're running too much internet. We're streaming and
we are taking up some serious bandwidth right now. But let me go ahead. I'm going to add a little bit of like a background color here. And then the opacity of it, I'm just going to bring up a little bit.
While you're working on that,
kind of like faded into the background.
Martha Perales, I keep saying it wrong, sorry. Photography, she's asking, can these be used as landing pages?
Ooh, absolutely. That's what we're building. We are literally building landing pages right now, which I love. I think is awesome.
The nice part about this is you could keep your current website. You could drop your website altogether and just say, I'm going to direct traffic. So Kenji from his YouTube channel could direct traffic right to this page and make a sale.
Absolutely.
As opposed to sending them to kenjilopez.com and then here, click on this link, and then you're going through the checkout process. You could just say, boom, right here, cut out the middleman.
Done.
We always say just delete your blog, delete your website.
Don't need it.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. I'm just doing some fine-tune work. I'm just going to change some colors and stuff. Okay. And of course, we could go really in depth on this kind of stuff. So
hot and fast. We're going to keep Brian's video there.
Yep. Next one's a video. If we wanted to replace this, super simple. Replace it with one of Kenji's videos, right?
Yeah, he's got a whole lot. That'd be so perfect. He could make his own book trailer with his GoPro on while he's cooking on the walk and say like, hey, and if you like this recipe, it's found in my book.
Yep, absolutely. Come on. And then I would just replace some bullet points, right? Like obviously the bullet points that are here are not for a wok book, but I could, what comes inside of this, right? 17 awesome wok recipes. My
care and handling techniques.
My favorite care and handling techniques, right? You guys get the idea, right? You just work your way down the page. Just replace what's on the page with your own content, right? If you wanted to shorten some of this stuff up, you can delete blocks. You can get rid of stuff you don't like. You know what I mean? You can edit and tweak some of the styling, things like that.
Love it.
Let's go ahead and replace this image too. I got a few that I like that I ganked from Kenji's site. I talked about the egg picture. All right, so I kind of got to do the egg picture. The egg picture is one of my favorite things on the planet. It's pretty sweet, right? So let's do image width. I'll break this down. I want this to be like a little smaller, right? So I'll make it like a hard-coded width. Now it looks a little better. So you can edit all kinds of stuff. I can add and drop different images. I can do all kinds of stuff, right? If I wanted to change this image back over to the image from the walk, right? Done.
Throw your bookmark up there, the little 3D image.
Write some stuff about why you did this. There's all kinds of text. Again, if I went back over to Kenji's site and we do shop for my books, and you kind of go to the walk or you go to even the Amazon listing, you know what I mean? If I could literally just copy and paste all this text, you know what I mean? Just say,
exactly.
Let me just take it. I'll bring it back over to SamCart and let's just, here, I'll put it right here. So I kind of just highlight everything, delete it, and drop all that stuff in. Change some of the coloring so it's a little easier to read, and done, right? Now we are almost ready to go ahead and start selling. Change different colors, change icons. I mean, it's just very, very simple stuff here. Really nothing overly complex. You guys get a sense of what we're doing.
Quick business bookkeeping solutions. Loretta says, you're making it look too easy. I struggle with mine.
Yeah, I was going to say, Loretta, if you're struggling with what and how to sell your book, what you need are the templates that we're doing right now, okay? The templates that we're walking through right this second are built for you guys, are built to make sure that, so you don't have to worry about the, like, what do I say? How do I sell? All that kind of stuff, right? These kind of pages and templates are built for you guys, so you don't have to worry about that, all right? All you got to do, replace all this kind of stuff. I could drop in, Kenji's got a ton of reviews, right? And testimonials.
Yes.
So what if I wanted to add something in, right? What if I said, okay, cool, I don't really need, let me get rid of this section, right? I don't really need that. But you know what I do want to do is I want to drop in some testimonials. So I'm going to take testimonials over here on the sidebar, this little widget, and I'm just going to drag and drop it in. Make sure it gets to the right spot, right?
Drop right there. Or you could do, is there something in collections you could do maybe?
I could do some collections. Yeah, we could do that kind of stuff.
Then awesome. Okay.
Yeah, done. Let me, I could change the style. If you had multiple, we could do, this is one of my favorite ones that has like, it's got a little scrolling bar thing there. And so I'll add a second testimonial. I could add a third testimonial and change them, change the images, change the text, whatever. And people can just kind of scroll through and see all the different reviews, right?
Yeah,
really awesome.
He could pull his past book comments. He could pull YouTube comments. I mean,
love it.
Buyer beware if you read the YouTube comments.
Add in a guarantee that makes sense for you, whatever that might be for you as a book. Hey, you'll love it, or I'll buy it back, or whatever that might be.
Awesome.
We have a little about the author section. Again, that's not Kenji, so I'm going to go ahead and ditch that one.
That is not Kenji.
And we'll go ahead and where is it? It's the Kenji headshot. There we go. I'll just upload another one from my computer.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
Very professional.
Get rid of some of this text because this is far too long. I don't need most of this, right? So I'll just go ahead and delete some of that. And all of a sudden, hey, it's me, Kenji.
J.Kenji.
J Kenji. Right? Hey, it's me, Kenji. You can link to your Facebook, links to Instagram, all this kind of stuff. Very, very, very simple stuff. And then down here, all on the very same page, okay, it's time to collect orders. All right. And this is where things can get really fun because let's think about this from the sense of Kenji selling his book. Okay. So let's go to the checkout form settings and we can kind of mess with some of this stuff and say, okay, cool. Well, you know what you probably need? He probably needs a shipping address.
Yep.
So let's turn on shipping address. One thing I think I would definitely want is, we talked about getting text message alerts and updates and stuff like that, right? Maybe you want to collect your phone number, right? Maybe you want to do quantity, right? Quantities are really cool. And maybe somebody wants to buy more than one book. Okay. Now I don't want this whole thing to get overly long, but you can see how easy it is to start doing this kinds of stuff, right? Just really quickly editing what it takes for someone to buy your book, right? And shaping, whatever experience you want for your customers.
Scott, what would his checkout page look like if he was just doing an ebook? Like he was not going to do a physical book and didn't need shipping address. What would his checkout form look like?
Absolutely. I would tell everybody here, anybody watching this, if you don't need information, get rid of it. Okay. It's hurting your conversions, costing you customers. If you don't use someone's shipping address, you don't have something to ship, you've got to uncheck that box and shorten up this process. All right. Got to get rid of it. Anything you don't need, go ahead and get rid of it. So I'm going to keep shipping address on. I'm going to turn off quantity. Okay. And now we're done. I'm going to go back up to the top of the page And the page is done. I mean, I talked through most of that. And what was that? Like 11 minutes, 12 minutes or something like that, right?
We're live.
Obviously, there'd be some more, tweaks and stuff that you guys could go ahead and go do.
Yeah, you guys go check out the page here in the chat. It's click the link and see for yourself.
Yep. And you can actually switch from the desktop view to the mobile view and kind of edit what it looks like on phones specifically. You know what I mean? So you can get rid of, hey, there's too much padding here on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, slide that thing over and bring some of that stuff up, right? We'll see if any of these buttons look weird or the images look weird. You can edit so it's perfect on a phone. It's perfect on a computer, right? Whatever ends up happening there.
Yeah, so if he's sending traffic from YouTube mobile, someone's on their app, they click the link, and it's going to be, they just hit a button that says, go to checkout now. And you could even do Apple Pay or Google Pay.
Let's do it. Absolutely, yeah. So then I can go to the payments tab. I can turn on digital wallets, which is Apple Pay, Google Pay. You can turn on credit card, PayPal. So your customers have options on how to pay you, right? And then here is the really, really fun one.
Yeah, this is where we're talking about the book bundle, the knife skills add-on, and the recipe club membership. So walk us through this, Scott. What we go to, the order bumps is what they call them.
Big time. These are called order bumps, and I'll showcase what these are on a page, but this is how Kenji's going to multiply what he's making from selling these books, okay? This is how you take a $49 book buyer and turn them into a $150 order, okay? And multiply your overall revenue by giving your customers chances to buy more stuff.
This is what Amazon is doing on their own site. So it's you, but now you have the ability to do this.
Exactly.
So you can say, hey, would you like something else? Or hey, if you bought this, you might like this. Click here, add to order.
Exactly. And you guys can actually place a test order of this, okay? Jordan dropped the link to this page in the chat down there somewhere. If you guys go to this page and use the credit card information at the top, it's just 42424242 like 16 times. And then go down to the bottom of the page. You guys are actually be able to see this in person.
Yeah, you see what a receipt looks like. You see what a refund order looks like. You
exactly.
You can see a ton.
But someone's going to come through. They're going to fill out their contact information, their shipping address. They're going to plug in, however they want to pay. And then this is the really, really hot stuff, okay? This is where we said, hey, you should be selling that book bundle. You should be selling Knife Skills 201. You should be selling the monthly recipe club. And customers can add stuff to their order that easily, right? How awesome is that? Those little tiny check boxes, like these are called order bumps. They're just one of the ways SamCart helps you guys make more money. And it's why sellers that or creators that sell on SamCart make 3 to 5 times more than people that sell in other places. It's because we are helping creators do this exact thing all day, every day, right? And you could be doing the exact same thing. So Kenji, my man, if you're watching this, again, big fan. But you're missing out in a lot of revenue that you could be creating by, instead of sending all those people back over to Amazon, right? Create a page like this, okay? Own your own channel. The people coming from your YouTube channel, the people coming from your website, don't send them over to Amazon. Let Amazon promote your competition and give away all that cash, okay? And take your customers from you. You should be collecting your own customers. You should be selling more of your own products and making it this easy for people to buy them. You should be in control of your pricing and the page and everything that goes on. And SamCart is, again, one of the best tools for making that happen.
Yep. Kenji, you've got a super fan right here, and he's trying to give you more money.
I'm trying, man. I'm really trying.
He doesn't know how.
I don't know how to make that happen, but yeah, let's go ahead. We'll wrap this up with some takeaways here.
Sweet.
Again, any questions you guys have, drop them down in the chat. We love to answer as many questions as we can here before the end. But this SamCart takeover of Kenji Lopez-Alt can be summed up really into 2 big takeaways that we want everyone to remember here. Jordan, what is no gatekeepers?
No gatekeepers. So this is circumventing, like, we're not exactly suggesting that Kenji go the self-publishing route, but he could, and if he wanted to. But this is to go around the typical gatekeepers, the publishers, the agents, the people telling you, no, we're not going to print your book, or your book is not good enough. If you have your own audience and you own your own audience and you can create a product, then why not hand that product directly to your audience as opposed to handing it through all these agencies, people, management? It's like, it's too much. So that's what I'm saying. Break away from the tradition and sell your own stuff. Go direct. Like, it's catchy to say direct to consumer, but this is what we seriously mean. Like, send your book directly to your super fans, someone that watches your YouTube channel and then clicks on the link and then they go, hey, I want to buy his book. And boom, you have their information, which is our next takeaway.
Big time. Next takeaway here, extend that journey, okay? Extend your customer's journey with you. Let them buy more stuff. Okay. Let them become monthly subscribers, right? Get their contact information and extend the amount of time that you can talk to this person.
Oh,
right?
look, we had Ronald. I love this. And as soon as I can, I'm going to upgrade to do
Heck yeah.
upsells.
Absolutely. Right. That is the kind of stuff. Again, if you are a creator right there, no matter what you're doing, that can mean you're a coach, that can mean you're a service provider, that can mean you're an ebook writer, that can mean you're a course seller, right? It could mean you're an online chef who does GoPro of your own and you have books with major publishers, right? That could be you, right? But creators out there, all of you guys, right? Extend that journey. Let your customers buy more stuff. Let them explore the other stuff that you have, right? Use their contact information to keep the relationship alive so you can showcase more stuff as it comes out down the road. All right, but extend that journey. You guys have got to own your own customers. You got to introduce them to other stuff you have for sale. You got to make it easy for them to spend more money with you.
Yep. When they just buy a book, where else can they go? If they buy that one book on Amazon, they're just kind of sitting on their hands, waiting for your next book in 2 to 5 years. And you don't have that kind of time. Somebody asked, Mastermind Motivation says, you guys are awesome.
You're awesome,
Solid.
man.
This is another
You're awesome.
This is SamCart seller here, Bill. Paula asked, how about, she's trying to play devil's advocate. How about reliability? Do people trust these kinds of platforms? Because Amazon is very popular, and I believe people trust it more when it comes to having our credit card information.
Well, I will answer that question. Well, I'm not going to answer it with a question, but anyway, so yeah, that's a fair question. You know what I mean? Do people trust something like SamCart? The answer is yes. I would say the answer is 100% yes. So we have industry-leading reliability. We were 99.98% uptime in 2021 as we just kind of wrap that up. And yeah, have processed just under $2.2 billion in sales. Now, granted, compared to Amazon, that's not much, but you know what I mean? That is one of the things that our customers love about us is our reliability, is our conversions are just higher. You know what I mean? It's what we do. This is what we do as an e-commerce platform for creators like you guys. I mean, this is what we do. So we give creators the tools that they need, right, to make the stuff that we're talking about here happen and make it easier, right? Let you multiply your sales by getting more customers in the door, owning your customer relationships, extending the journey, right, and doing all that stuff. And if I do say so myself, we do it very, very well.
To speak broadly about it, maybe she's making the point like, okay, when you're on Amazon, your customer data is already in there, you're baked in. But if you're a super fan of J. Kenji Lopez and you go to jkenjilopez.com and you buy something there, like and trust J. Kenji Lopez.
Big time.
So you're not going to have any hesitation. So if whoever you follow or whoever you are like in love with or a super fan of, you go to their website, you're going to trust the process. You're going to trust that it's going to work. And it usually does.
Yeah, I get it. I 100% get the question. I would just say, we have so many people who sell so much stuff on SamCart every single day that, test it out. Come check it out, Paula. That's exactly what I would tell her.
All right. And let's see, what form of payment can you offer on SamCart?
Nice. Yeah. So you can accept credit card. You can accept PayPal. You can accept Apple Pay, Google Pay. What's the other one?
PayPal,
like Microsoft Payments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can connect with
payment processors.
You can connect with a number of different payment processors to make all these things happen, right? You connect your PayPal account to SamCart, you bring your Stripe account to SamCart or Braintree or Authorize.net, or there's kind of a lot of different ones that all work with SamCart. It's really, really nice.
Someone asked, how is this book printed? We don't exactly know how.
I don't know how it's printed. That's a good question.
But are you familiar enough with book printing process?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we have a lot of authors that sell on SamCart, right? And so a lot of them will take orders on SamCart and they basically will make like a scheduled export that happens every day, right? And it's once a day, all their orders that come in and they send it off to, a fulfillment house that prints and ships for them, or they send it off to their publisher that, takes care of that kind of stuff, or they send it off to Amazon and Amazon, they're using Amazon's fulfillment to send it out. So a lot of different ways to skin that cat, a lot of ways to make that automated. So yeah, a lot of different ways to chew that. So definitely check that out. Ooh, check out the free plus shipping video on our SamCart YouTube channel. Yes. One of our most popular videos of all time. Go check it out. The free plus shipping video over at youtube.com/SamCart app. Free plus shipping. Search that. You'll find, again, an awesome video that shows you exactly how we do that, albeit on a smaller scale. A lot of our customers do it on a much, much bigger scale. But that's, give you a good idea.
Loretta's back in the chat. She's from Australia. Ooh, she's asking, advertising this page, what is the best platform? That is my biggest issue.
There's really no best platform. Wherever you can reach your users. You know what I mean? If that's Facebook ads, if that's Google, if that's YouTube, if that's
If you need to strap a GoPro,
affiliates,
strap a GoPro to your forehead and make
strap
a YouTube
GoPro
channel.
to your affiliates.
Like it's proven with Kenji.
Go make it happen. That's the really cool part. The cool part is SamCart creators get traffic from all over the planet. It doesn't really matter where it's coming from. It just matters where you're sending it. Okay. It matters that you're sending it back to a page that's going to convert people into paying, that's going to help them spend more, and it's going to help them come back again and again. And that is really what SamCart does.
I love this question. This is like technical and a strategy question. Can you have members only section where only members are able to see the pricing?
Ooh, yes. Well, so the answer is yes. You control these pages. That's the coolest part. Building the Overman you decide if Kenji wanted this pre-sale page that we just made to only be available to members, you know what I mean? Then he could hide it somewhere that's like password protected and whatever. You could only email it to certain people. You could post it inside of this special Discord channel that's just for his Recipe Club members. You decide when and where people find these pages, so you are in control.
Yep. You can also, in the back of SamCart, say, okay, I want this page to close after a certain number of sales.
Yep.
So after 1,000 sales, close this page.
I'm going to sell 100 of these bad boys, and then
close
I'm out. And then you could raise the price and sell another 100 and close it then. And, there's a lot of different cool things you guys can do there.
I think that's about it. I mean, I got to say, folks, thanks for watching. We've got over 70 people here. This is like our one of our biggest numbers.
It's awesome. SamCart Takeover, man. It's taking over, Jordan.
So be sure to subscribe if you thought this was very valuable or somewhat valuable, or you want to see some more value of this in the future. And if you're watching this at this point, we're 55 minutes into leave a comment below that you watched 55 minutes of this. We'll go back and read it. But also suggest to us who you would want to see us do a SamCart Takeover, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite vlogger, podcaster, influencer, online business.
Love to see it, guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging on with us and this edition of SamCart Takeover. Jay, Kenji, if you are watching, you're my boy Blue. Love it. Keep pumping out awesome stuff. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday for another SamCart Takeover. Take care, y'all.